In a world with entirely too many shows about cars, this is another pointless automotive podcast.
Crack one of these. Welcome back to a very special episode of another pointless automotive podcast.
Hi.
Frank Chadwick with you again. Frank, how you doing this evening?
I'm good. I am I've got nothing clever. I'm here. I'm riding this wave. I'm in the whip. How are you?
You're always clever. You brought yourself. That's more than clever enough. I'm doing good, man.
TBD.
So this episode that we're about to dive into, guys, we might get a little emotional. I think
Oh, no.
this is a very near and dear
fuck.
topic. Fuck. How do I process these things called emotions?
Oh, no.
It's very near and dear to my heart, what we're going to talk about. And it's literally the hidden costs of project cars. And I thought, like, we've talked about project cars, we've talked about that kind of stuff, but we never really talk about the behind the scenes, behind the beef curtains, if you will, of what it's like to actually do this project car thing. We both usually do a lot of project cars, so we're both self-appointed, self-titled subject matter experts on the topic. But I don't want to focus. Maybe a little emotional. We can focus on emotional, family impacts, friends. Financial.
Oh, man.
I think financial is the big part of it, right? And time. But I kind of want to focus more on put the effort into financial. Start my timer. Financial and cost things of this, right? So it's important, and it's not just a lot of people that listen to us probably also do a bunch of project car stuff. To be brutally honest, Frank, I think we can both agree with that. So they'll probably be like, yep. And I like these topics where we can come together and we might miss some key points. But also for folks that are trying to like maybe start, like they've been throwing the idea around of maybe getting some old junk cars and working on them. Sounds cool. Sounds like it's like a fucking good little pastime to take on. But it'd be kind of cool. A little cautionary tales, a little bit of fun conversation about it. But let's dive in, man. What would you project cars, what would you consider to be one of those hidden costs that has come maybe historically to bite you in the ass, unwarranted, unsolicited biting of the ass, if you will?
I mean,
I like
one that I've gotten really akin to just making sure before I dive into something. So there's two things, right? First off, there's in sports, there's a thing called KYP, know your personnel, right? If you're a coach, you got to like know, like, okay, these are my players. This is what they're good at. This is what they're not good at. This, the all-star, I need to treat with kid gloves. And there's this young rookie who, needs coaching up, whatever, right? Like,
sure.
Know your personnel. So step one, know the common pitfalls and stuff of whatever you're considering as a project car, right? Like know your personnel. Like know if you're going to go get the first gen Audi TT, right? Might be a good decision, might be a brutally bad decision, but know what you need to know. But without getting into particulars like that, just more broadly, I've definitely gone to go look at cars and try and purchase a car. And you notice, hey, why did this car have 2018 registration tax on it?
Right.
And then you ask, hey, Mr. or Mrs. owner of vehicle I'm looking to purchase, what's with the 2018 tags? And the answers can and will vary greatly, right? But the likelihood of them knowing what's going on with the tags and or being truthful about what's going on with the tags, less than 50% is the answer you're going to get there. So, and here in California, that could be a significant amount of money, like $800, $1,200, $1,400 due at the DMV, not counting the cost to transfer the car and title transfer and registration and sales tax and all that. And I've had flat out people tell me, oh no, don't worry about that. When you go to the DMV, they don't move that to the new guy. That just stays with the old No, that's not how this works.
It's
That's
on
not at all how this
non-op.
works.
It's on non-op, I swear.
Oh, cool. Okay. Can you shoot? Well, no. Have you? Well, and
Yeah.
they're just lost. They're like, oh, I don't know. I just parked it. I don't drive it, so it doesn't matter. It's like, well, that's not how this works. But I've flat out multiple times had people go, oh no, you don't. Yeah, there's like if I registered, it'd be $1,200 because it's in my name. But once they transfer it, they just make that money go away.
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't. That is not a thing. Um,
Brutal.
so something you got to be very, very, very vigilant of is it's just that, and it seems simple, and it feels simple, but it's not always cut and dry.
No, and it can be absolutely crippling. And the other aspect of that is there's usually a reason they didn't register or title that car in their name. And that's one of my items too is for me, a big red flag, you get those expired tags. You're like, whoa, did it pass smog recently? Because sometimes they won't register the car because they're not driving it or whatever. But they still do the complimentary thing of getting a freaking car smogged before you sell it. Now that's a big issue. This is more. I understand that outside of California, there's a normal America, but within California, smog is a huge freaking deal because if you don't pass smog, you can't register the car.
You
can't
get
the title in your name. You can't do a lot of things. So that is like if you're buying a car that hasn't been smogged. That is a huge risk. And everyone that sells a car that hasn't been smogged will tell you, oh, it'll be no problem. It passed 10 years ago or whatever the excuse is. You have to negotiate that into the price because if you don't, like, and you're stuck with a boat anchor and you're doing like cats, you're chasing O2 sensors, you could have like any kind of internal engine issue. It could be a lot of big expensive items. Dude, it's very, very scary because you can't. Again, here in California, you can't just slap universal cats on the car. It's a big budget item. And we're talking cheap cars. We usually are. But to come up with like 1 to 3 to 4K just to replace cats and hope that takes care of it, especially these older vehicles. God damn, dude. You're exactly right. Those expired plates, there's always a story. Everybody's so nonchalant about it. That's what bothers me, right? Like if I'm selling a car with outdated plates, I got to have a story with them. But these folks, when I'm buying it, it's always like, oh, I thought it passed smog. And I've been given the paperwork and it's like, fail. I'm like, oh, this failed 3 years ago. Did you know about that? Oh, that's not the most recent one. I'm like, oh, because this lines up with the sticker on the plate.
Yeah.
So,
well, this is like 4 miles ago based on the odometer. So, like, what? And I mean, and that's the thing. And you said it, right? Like, the cars that we're buying, we're not buying $70,000 cars.
No.
And so when you're going to buy a $3,000 car and there's $1,100 in back due DMV on it,
God damn,
you're talking 35% of the value of the car. Like that is not inconsequential. That makes or breaks. And then if you go to that person, right, and they're like, well, like, hey man, you're asking $4,000 for this car. It's probably worth $3,000, but I can only give you $2,000 because there's all this back due DMV on the car.
Yep.
You know, they're going to be like, oh, I can't take $2,000 for my car I'm asking for. It's like, yeah, okay, like, you're right. That's a lot of money. But I'm not paying that to the DMV. Like, there's this big disconnect. And it's tough. Moral of the story, don't let your registration lapse.
Yeah, but there's always a reason. On top of that, too, don't pay the registration before you smog that vehicle. Go make sure that bad boy passes smog because the worst case scenario is you pay those back fees and then you're stuck and that you take that thing in and it's a gross polluter or something to that effect. World of pain. So, dude, that's probably the biggest hidden cost of these project cars. Like you nailed it. Like, and especially because we're dealing with like 80s and 90s stuff primarily. It's harder to diagnose. The systems are pretty complicated, harder to find parts for. You're right. That's probably number one. And it's no joke. Like outside of California, who cares? People are throwing their EGR systems away and shit like that, and catalytic converters, but we don't have that. The first thing I wanted to talk about, which can be just as probably even more pricey in the grand scheme of things,
medical treatment for when you accidentally give yourself pink eye and the hantavirus from working on E30s with full of mouse droppings.
The best part was we drove that car with a literal air filter full of mouse shit, but it sure cleaned up how it ran after. But body work and paint.
Sure.
I don't ever discount like when someone's like, oh, it's just the clear coat. or something tries to paint the picture like that, the car
It'll buff
runs
out.
great.
Yeah.
Cool. You're buying a $3,000 car, a shit paint job. This is 2025, guys. A shit paint job is going to cost you about that amount. Like, to
Yeah.
be brutally honest,
Yeah.
right? Like, I used to be able to get like $1,800, $2,000 paint jobs that were pretty solid, full car. But it's hard to get that now. I don't even think
Yeah.
you can't
Triple that.
even make the Mako joke anymore, I don't think, in 2025. So
better get Mako.
yeah, and the idea that it's just a clear coat issue is fucking ridiculous. That's coming from someone that doesn't understand paint. They're like, oh, you could just put a new clear coat over it. I'm like, I want to see that. Show me how you do that. Because
make it so.
Yeah. I want to see how it covers the fade and it balances out all the worn paint and the clear coat that's jagged and peeling off. I want to see all that. But
speaking of fade, on that exact subject, so I to kind of steal a little bit of thunder from my PCP update is so I've had the Focus over with Car Donation because they have space and I don't.
Nice.
And so I went over there. I brought it home. On my way home, I took it and I got it washed. There's like the little local coin operated spray and pray, whack and scratch. Use the little jizzing soap brush.
Oh yeah.
Car wash, and took it there, got it washed. It was impossibly dirty because it was super dirty when I took it over there. It's been sitting for a month, and so got it all washed. As I'm pulling out, right, there's a guy there washing his silver Mercedes 500e.
Oh,
which is cool, right?
Very cool.
And it was very dirty too. Like it clearly had been sitting a while as well. And so because I'm an idiot, I rolled into it. Hey, you thinking about selling that 500e? Right? Because not that I need it, but like he feels like, oh, it's my dad's. I need to get rid of it. $2,000. Like I'm buying it, right?
Right.
Sadly, he didn't tell me he knew what he had. And he was like, oh yeah, I just saw this. Like my friend just sold his on Cars and Bids. I was like, yeah, that's my guy, Mike Otati. I shot that car. Those were my photos. Yeah. He was like, oh shit. So we got to talking and I was in the Focus and he was like, I love this color and it's faded to hell.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, I was like, oh, I opened the door. I'm like, look at the door jam. That's what color it's supposed to be. He's like, oh, I still love it. Like this thing's great. Like what a cool thing. And like, but if that like got me all inspired to make that, oh, okay, let me paint it. Right. Let me just get it the right shade, maybe an imperfect.
It's a good color. Yeah.
It's a good color. Maybe what, $5,000 for a shit paint job?
It's fucking crazy.
So, yeah, I got my Supra done for $3,500, but that was an outlier. Yeah. And
I got a Miata done for like $1,700 once, and it came out really good. I've also rattle canned a EG Civic, so I mean, there's all kinds of like historical points that don't matter anymore because it's so much more expensive.
Sure.
So, but the thing is, like everyone's selling a car with clear coat failure, which is pretty common. So, California, we dodge rust. We dodge the rust monster, which is better.
We don't dodge the sun.
Right. The sun fucking destroys all. Interior as well, right? Dashboards take a goddamn beating. Seat surfaces, every surface basically takes a beating. But paint, like the exterior of a car, don't let anyone undersell like how pricey it is to bring that back. So if you go to look at a car and it's got that, when clear coat starts to fail, it starts to get like the spider veiny web kind of thing. Dude, it's game over.
Some people are into that.
You can't bring it back, right? Like you're not going to save that paint. They'll be like, oh, paint correction will take. I'm like, no, it won't. It won't. And that's an indicator of greater things.
Crow's feet.
So, yeah, dude. So that's something to be aware of. Don't take that because here's the deal. Replacing most engines is cheaper than a full paint job. So if you break it down
like a used motor or something like that, just slap it in. But
you know what it is too? There were like these like mom and pop paint shops. Now everything's just purely off of insurance around, at least around here, right?
Yeah.
Like these companies, like it's like $5,000 to do a bumper. That's what they tell the insurance company, right?
Yeah. Crash champions.
They're not going to schedule your car in when they can do these half jobs and charge like 8 hours. And
they don't want to anyways. Like that's not what they don't want to do that. They'll give you a go away price estimate to like paint your car. Like, here's a $22,000 sheet. You're like, no.
So that would be it. And like rust, same thing, body rust or damage, or you find a Bondo or anything, take it seriously, right? Because like if you're going to fix that the right way, it's never cheap. I'm talking about the right way, right? So just be aware of that when you're looking at project cars, because sometimes you're like, oh man, I could drop this great engine in, I could redo all this stuff. But unless you can do that body work yourself, which a lot of folks can't, I know I can't. I can do amateur body work, right? That comes
Yeah,
out pretty good sometimes, but you got to be real with yourself. Like if you're not going to ever get that paint good, you got to keep that in your mind.
for sure. I mean, unless you're going to buy something purely to go like Bass Boat Sparkle candy paint.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which you should.
Yeah. There's not enough candy paint.
Not enough. Not anymore.
Yeah. I wonder what the most like. I'm trying to think of like the most like candy painty like factory color is.
Oh,
Mistachrome. I don't know. It's different, but
that Mazda red is pretty
Soul
fucking
red.
close. Yeah, dude, that's pretty goddamn
such
close.
a good color.
It's so good, dude.
Yeah.
So good.
What about? Okay. Here's one that like I think if you have higher standards than you and I, this can come back
it's a low bar, my friend,
and steal your soul.
Sure.
So if you've got higher standards than us, then which is not difficult to have.
Nope.
Then upholstery shit.
Yeah.
Like leather seats that are cracked and stuff like that is trying to take something to an upholsterer and saying, "Hey, make this unbroken," is insanely expensive.
It's more complicated, right, than you think.
Yeah, you just think, "Oh, I'll just like cut this old cover off and just put this other one with some hog rings and call it done." And it's like,
nope.
The foam is deteriorated. You need to backfill the foam and refoam it, and then you got to do a cover on it. And if it's a custom cover, there are some cheaper covers out there that you can get now. Not like slip-on cover,
right?
Like that you would just put over, but like you remove the old cover.
Yeah, new surface.
Yeah, there's some cheaper options out there that aren't perfect but are pretty good. That are like beyond passable, and whether you can put them on yourself or you then take those to a smaller upholstery shop and have them install those for like $300 a seat or whatever.
Right.
There's some outs. But if you're not privy to that, or you just want to take it to an upholsterer and have it do it, it's going to be like $1,200 a seat.
Wild.
Yeah, it's not, and that's not even talking like crack dashes or anything like that. I mean, there's workarounds for this kind of stuff, but if you want it like quote unquote done right,
yeah,
soul suckingly expensive.
Super. So my Dodge Stealth RT twin turbo, the seats were roasted, dude. Like cracked, the foam chunks were out. There was no bringing them back without spending. I think it was going to be like 10K, 8K, something to do the whole interior, right? Like go to a like reputable shop and ask them to rebuild an OEM seat and source OEM material and stitch it the same way. It's literally like a week's worth of work, like nonstop work. So I actually got lucky, and here's a good workaround for you, but not like inconsequentially cheap. You can go on, I got on eBay and found a whole interior in great shape and had it like pallet dropped at my house. I had like a whole interior of a car dropped off on a pallet, and I paid like $600, which was an absolute steal for leather, like, and the seats and everything included. So that was easy, and I could swap that myself. I have put a seat cover, like swap the surfaces, like you said, with hog rigs. I have a hog rig plier set and everything. That's a pain in the dick, but just swapping out seats was a lot easier. But still, $600. I mean, you got to keep that like we're talking about with it's like to me, interior and exterior are those two things you got to look at just as much as mechanicals, right? Like, oh, I can see the valve covers leaking. Who cares? That's $20 and maybe an hour tops, right, of work, depending on the car, of course. But interior, exterior, you can't just go, well, I can live with that. And then when you decide you can't, that's when the wallet comes out, right?
Right.
Either of those items is, if you do it right, very pricey.
And I think that's a big component of this is like if you can have a moment of introspection, like before you try and look at taking something on, being like, man, I'm never actually going to like, I'm either like never actually going to get around to doing the thing I think I'm going to get around to doing.
Yeah.
Right. Like, oh, well, I'll buy, this would be great because I'll buy this. And like, I've always wanted to build a motor. So I'll pull the motor and then we'll build it. And then I think, well, I'll probably put a hotter cam in it. And then probably some headers, and we'll put it in,
Mm-hmm.
and then well, while probably partial rebuild the transmission while it's out too, right? Like just soft rebuild it, put it back together, new seals and whatever, and we'll put it back in. It'll be great. It'll be a good summer project. But if you look at like, fuck man, I'm not actually ever going to get around to doing that.
Yep.
They're like, okay. And same to your point too. Like, if you go, oh, I can live, yeah, the paint's cooked, but like I can live with that. No big deal. Yeah, the seats are hammered. Like, I'll just put some like whatever. I'll put a t-shirt over the seat back and call it good. Like, if you can actually do that and be comfortable, great. But if if you just take a step back and be like, how long is that going to be until I like lose my goddamn mind?
Yeah, and if you choose to get rid of it, you're going to get destroyed over the value of the car. Like even presenting it like that, right? You got to,
yeah.
And
if it's like money in, money out, great. Or if you go like, oh yeah, I will swap the interior. Like I'll go to pick and pull. There's these cars come through there. I'll find one, and if you think you're going to do the work, then killer. Like great. But if you look at yourself and go like, man, like this Focus, like I bought it knowing like I'm not painting this fucking car. It's like not the scope. It's not what's going to happen. And I'm comfortable with that. Like good news, it'd be one thing if it was like black and it was faded into nothing, or if it was like it's faded orange, but it's still orange, which is kind of cool. So
it is still cool.
Like, oh, whatever. Like, I don't care. It's cool. It's faded weirdly too. Like it's darker in the middle and like faded around the edges of the door. It's like a cartoon. It's bizarre.
It's like salmon and orange coming together. One of my favorite snacks, by the way.
Yeah, together at last. And so yeah, like I think that can be the hit. Like have some introspection, right? Really think about like what you will and won't do, what you will be able to live with, and what you won't be able to live with. And if there are things you won't be able to live with, what are the consequences of correcting those items? Like what's that going to cost? Time, money, effort, some combination thereof.
Yeah. Know your end state, right? Know your end state too, right? Like, do you want to get this thing so it's like very presentable, looks great? Do you want to like bring it to car shows? Do you want to bring it to Cars and Coffee and not have it look like a fucking rat nest piece of crap?
Do you want to give it to some random person who listens to the podcast so they can take it on a rally? I don't know.
These are the things you got to ask yourself. Here's something. This is more common, and this is kind of sneaky. This is a sneaky cost. Tires. I don't know. I'd probably buy tires for, I would say easily over 90% of the cars I buy to work on and restore. I think that's the most commonly overlooked, which is wild. And it's not always because of age. Oftentimes it is. A lot of people don't know how to check like date stamps on tires. So when I show them, they get shocked. I'm sure like 80% of them are like, this guy's bullshitting me. That's some fucking random serial number or whatever. But most of the time they're expired on age and they have a lot of dry rot, things like that. That's pretty common on the cars we buy. But a lot of times there'll be no-name tires. I'd say if it's not a special car or an older car that's not very valuable, tires are tires to the average folk, dude. I know.
You are just hating on the Landwind brand tires.
Hey, I like Laufins. I get down with some Iron Mans and some Tiger Paws. I know my shit, dude.
Yeah, get some Ling Longs.
But yeah, here's the thing though. Like I used to be like, yep, 4 new Falcons, 4 new Bridgestones, good tires all day. It's going to cost me like $400 to $500 to retire this
car.
That
now.
Fuck, at least double it. It's a cost. So look at that. If you're running on a shoestring budget, you better look at those goddamn tires. Even getting all 4. If I get 4 matching tires now, Frank, regardless of social economic stratum of the manufacturer of those tires, I'm shocked. I'm like, this person is a fucking car care nut, but usually they're not. So it's usually like 4 different tires. They're all different date stamp. It's just a mess. If they're the same size, I'm happy, but you gotta put that money aside. Tires, I can't stress it enough. I sound like a broken fucking record. It's the only part of your car should touch the ground. A lot of people just kind of go, whatever, just slap tires on it. But if you do care, and especially if you're going to go like do a rally, like the cars, we're building ours to do, tires are a big fucking deal, like for everything. It's not just acceleration, it's braking and cornering, which are 2 very important things. Go figure when you're driving in a spirited fashion. So it used to be so easy, dude. I don't know what it is. I guess we can clump it in with everything else, inflation and whatnot. But I feel like tires have exponentially just hit this like price like increase, man. It's rough. It's
Yeah,
so rough.
for good tires. Like if you want to do the Ling Long things, you can find whatever. You go to like sketchytires.io or something, and there'll be some
Right.
fly by night website that will send you some like what I have on the Sprint Turbo, the Petlas Elegance
Jesus Christ, dude.
for like $36 a corner.
That's because they're 12-inch tires, dude.
Yes. Hey, 12 inches is a lot.
Hey,
So
to some.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, you are a size king. The but like if you want real tires, then yeah, you're spending $800.
It's wild.
$700.
But
some of the smaller stuff. But
a lot of people put that off. They know the other things, the mechanical stuff they need to address, and they get to the end of that list. They're like, "Oh man, the car is almost ready to drive. Let me order some tires." And then you like look at your budget, and then you're looking at like $800-900, right?
I do love when you're like going to go look at a car, and they're like, "Yeah, I put tires on that car. I put tires on like 2 years ago." And you get there, and they're like 9-year-old date codes. You're like,
yeah.
Like,
and if they did put new car, I just put them on like 2 months ago. They are always no name tires, like without fail. Without fail.
Yeah.
But yeah, tires. Gotta mention it's an often replaced one. Double whammy, batteries. Almost always have to replace a battery if you know what's good for you. Batteries just aren't, they're not made the same way they used to be, man. I used to get like I used to get 8 years out of every fucking battery, whether it be a Walmart off the shelf special, a parts store battery, an Optima. Anytime you go and buy a battery now, it's like if you can eke out 4 years, you're doing good. And when you look at these used cars, they just put that thing on a tender or jumped it before you came to drive it. You're gonna have to suck up one of those, and they have doubled as well. Like batteries are fucking pricey, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a battery on the Focus. It's like slow to crank. It's like, but it fires it up every time.
Right.
The date on it's 2016. I'm like, yeah, she's gone.
Oh yeah, that's good. That one lasts a long time.
But yeah, I'm curious. Like, I don't know, like the cheapest possible, like Walmart battery.
They're not bad.
They're actually okay. But I just don't like to give them my money necessarily. But
Amazon dethroned them as the big bad corporate retailer. Yes. So
this is true.
Walmart's good now.
Lord Bezos and his plastic now wife.
Good for him. No, you're right. I think you because the thing was, right, yeah, you're like, it cranks, it'll start eventually. The time you're out away,
and then one day it won't start eventually.
Yeah, the one day it doesn't. And you have to. And like I consider that like when I get a car, and most batteries don't have the sticker on them. I don't know, that's convenient or whatnot. I always replace it. It's like tires. If I have any doubts and the inspection doesn't look perfect, I'll just replace them because those are things I don't need to fail me. When I really need them to work, right? So much like tires, batteries are very pricey. You're like $200 now for a battery.
Well, the good news is
I used to get $48 batteries at Walmart. Like, honest, like good cold cranking amp, like 4-year batteries used to be like $48 out the door.
Well, the cool thing too is now like you get the excitement of when you get the new battery, you can take the old one and throw it into the ocean to benefit the eels, which we talked about.
You got to recharge them. I think it's giving back to nature, like you said.
It is. Yes, it's actually our duty as global citizens. And do people question? Do flat earthers still use the term global or no? Because does that infer a sphere?
It infers. I mean, globe literally is spherical.
Hey, look behind you.
What is it?
No, look.
No, it's flat, dude. That's a 2-dimensional object. I don't know. Your eyes are playing tricks on you, sir.
But yeah, so
it's abstract art.
It is exactly. Whoa, could you imagine,
dude? What
that shit was? Yeah, the globe heads have gotten to the globists have gotten.
What's holding Atlanta? Atlanta. Yes. Holding Antarctica on the map.
I don't know. Atlanta is. Anyways, we should do. You know what? We should do we should do an episode on like conspiracy all of the theories. But like car themed conspiracy theories, right?
That's
like
good. Write this shit down.
Like GM like, you know, GM like buying all of like the LA Metro like
Oh,
subway trains and stuff and like shuttering them and I don't know, like whatever. Like I would love to get a compile a
rollover
list of
testing. That was a
yeah,
big one. Yep.
yeah, like and like NTSA
Oh.
like guiding safety laws only to save money and like
Hmm.
and I don't know. There's got to be a whole bunch. I bet if we sat down and get a bunch and like I don't know. If you've got good car themed conspiracy theories, I'd like to hear them.
I mean, Dieselgate's right up there, right? That's a good one.
Yeah, or even
Was
like
it
I think the other part
Dieselgate
of it
was
is
an
like
inside job,
Dieselgate.
dude.
Well, it's true. Yeah. Diesel fuel can't melt. I don't know, but
Wait, that's why it smells like crayons. No, I
exactly.
don't know. Doo-doo.
But I think the conspiracy of that is like, oh, actually, like all the manufacturers are deeply cheating. And it's just they're the ones who got caught. But like
Oh,
all these other were actually using cheat devices and this and that for even gasoline powered stuff. But yeah, we should do that. Anyways, we call that a tangent.
that
Um,
was is that what we
um,
call that?
yes. What are there hidden costs and conspiracies?
I mean, probably. I
Yeah,
don't know, man. I want to
sanity.
say, I think we nailed it. I think we almost did it in the right order of importance too, because I think as far as like applying a cost to any of these, the biggest thing is if you can't register your car and get the title in your name. I think we nailed that at the beginning. That's the
Hmm.
biggest thing. Make sure the story, the background of the car makes sense. How about the title, dude? Like just in general, people lying about the freaking title. I went to look at a Neon Sport, which has the 2-liter dual overhead cam. It's not the ACR or the
Hmm.
RT. And it was so good, dude. White car with it had the teal graphic sport on it. And this thing had 54,000 miles and
Hell
it
yeah.
looked every bit the piece. Dude's like so pumped. He had it listed. I want to say like he's trying to sell it for like 4 grand, which would have been like an insanely good deal for
Yeah.
50,000 sport
Yeah.
neon manual.
Hmm.
Uh, 2-door, super clean. Dude opens, he's like, I just got the registration because he had just bought it.
Hmm.
Opens the envelope. I see salvage, like right at the top. He grabs it with his thumb over it and just puts it aside. I'm like, whoa, did that say salvage? And he's like, oh yeah, 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 huh. And I was like, oh well,
All right. Well, have a nice day.
that's a big fucking
Yeah.
deal. And I'm like, okay, well, and I start, telling him about it. I'm like, oh, let's talk about this. He's like, nah, I'm not going to reduce the price. I'm like, okay, well, I asked you like 15 times if it was a clean title. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad I was here for the Maury moment. Like you are
Yeah.
the father in that
Oh
case.
yeah. 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 Yeah.
So that was super crazy. But like people lie about titles all the time, man.
Hmm.
And like, dude, that Grand Prix Turbo I looked at, remember I told you the story on
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
boy?
Yeah.
Like clean, it had a clean California title, but when you opened it up, it had a door jam. What state was that? Missouri? I can't remember. Some one of those states with a fucking salvage recovery sticker with a serial number.
Yeah.
Like, and it said you cannot remove the sticker. And I'm
Yeah.
like, somebody washed the
Hmm.
title at one
Yeah.
point, right?
Right.
So like title status, make sure you see that freaking title when
Hmm.
you go to buy it. Because how many times do you see don't have title, can just do bill of sale? You know what you're getting when you do go through all that rigmarole and get
A
that title?
nightmare.
A
Mhm.
salvage or rebuilt. So,
Or who knows? Or you just get there and they're like, yeah, the guy filled out this duplicate title paperwork and that's cute. It's not registered in his name.
mhm. Could be anything. Yeah,
Could
it
be
could
his
be a
uncle,
whole.
could be his dad, could be his cousin, could be like probably not stolen because otherwise they'll be like, yeah, your car's stolen. But
Right.
um, yeah, and that's a mess because they're not going to tell you like, oh, it's registered to Jim Bob.
No, they won't.
Go,
They absolutely
no,
can't.
those like it's not this dude's. So here you go. Have a nice day.
Yeah, the
And that's not
financial
where you want to be.
implications. So yeah, you think you're getting like a nice clean title car and it comes back salvage. That can be a heartbreaker too. So I would actually put that right up there with the whole
Mhm.
like smog
With the
registration,
whole.
everything else. Yeah. Check all that kind of admin stuff. And then obviously paint, interior, exterior, all that kind of stuff. Very pricey. I know we're not even mentioning like I'd rather replace a motor than have to deal with
Sure.
those items that we've mentioned to that point.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's like hidden value. Like you ever find something really valuable in a car?
Uh that's a good
Like the
one.
Dead Sea Scrolls or like the, the I don't know, footage of the second shooter. Like I don't on the grassy knoll. Like I don't
Oh
know. There's
yeah.
got to be something.
Hidden value.
I found a
Maybe if
Betty
you
Boop kite once in my former daily driver Mark II Supra way back when.
That's pretty cool. I found like $8 in that supercharged Bonneville. That was kind of a bonus.
Ooh.
But I guess you could find like dude, that's a good point. What could you find that could add value? Maybe like original paperwork, like window stickers and stuff. That stuff's kind of sentimental and valuable to like some purchasers.
Sure,
So
yeah.
that can be a nice bonus to come on. Original like Jack's, uh all the other tools if your car came with a full toolkit. Those are kind of bonuses if you get that kind of shit.
There was
But
a CRV that came through Car Donation, and it had like
the table.
it had a carpet. Well, yeah, so it had the table under the rear floor, then it has the carpet. And then above that he had like another like just a mat over the mat. And so we pulled up that mat, and there was a collection of like mall ninja shit. So like,
yeah, you were saying
skinny
this,
knives,
the
like
knives.
ninja stars and shit.
See,
like, oh my god, they were
cool.
just laid there flat with the mat on top of it to kind of hold it in place. It was like, holy shit! There was just like a collection of cheap, very sharp, like mall ninja bullshit. It was like, oh my god,
that's pretty fucking cool. Original carpeting, like the upholstery pieces. Sometimes you ever get in a car and it has like aftermarket floor mats, and you pick them up and the real ones are underneath in perfect condition. Yeah. That is a huge bonus, because if you ever track down OEM floor mats for like these 80s and 90s cars, first they don't exist, and when they do, it's like $500 a set.
Yeah.
So
when I was doing and this is going to be a weird way to round this out, but like when I was doing when I was working for insurance and doing total loss evaluations just at Copart. So I'd go there. I don't know. I was like, I would just fill in because the Copart yard in Martinez is not far from my house. And they'd have like a dedicated total loss guy there. That's all he would do is like do valuations on like cars that are like obviously totaled. They don't really go to a body shop. They just get picked up from like the person's house or an impound yard and come to Copart. And then somebody would look them there to confirm they're totaled, do a valuation on them, figure out what the value is, make an offer to the owner of the car, get them paid. Great. Well, some of those cars would just like come from an impound yard, or they would come from effectively untouched from the scene of an accident.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the shit in some of these cars, everyone's sort of like, oh, there's a pistol on the passenger floor. Like, and then it would be like protocol was like, you can't touch the car.
Right.
Like they have to like
makes sense.
Skiff loader it out into the gravel parking lot and call the guy, like, you got to come get your shit out of this car. But lots of times just find just like loose rounds, bongs. There was one car, it was like rolled over, and there were probably 300 just whippets just like throughout the whole interior because the car rolled over. So there was all over the place. Just marital aids, all kinds. Yeah. Big veiny ones. Just all kinds, just like people driving around with the shit in their car.
Yeah. You mean it actually flew out of the guy's butt when the car was rolling around? Is that what
I don't know. I don't think so. No, I think it was just like it's like on hand, just in case, right? Like some people are like, oh, I never leave my home without a towel or something. Just you never know, or a fleshlight or whatever. Yeah,
dude, I could definitely put a butt plug into orbit. I can tell you that right now. It depends what I mean, but yeah,
you've got that like, that extreme anal grip strength to just like just death grip that thing and.
It's how I do chin ups. It's like cheek ups.
Yeah, face down.
Okay, god damn it! All right, no, I thought this was fun. I think we nailed like the big things, because it can be romanticized. I think, especially if you watch like
I'm sorry,
not farting out a butt plug at a high projectile speed,
exactly.
but rather project cars can be romanticized. If you get on YouTube, anyone's like, oh, look at this piece of fucking shit, and they'll roll a car out, and then like 2 weeks later they show a finished product that's like sparkling and perfect, and they talk about how much money they make.
We're not all exhibit.
Very enticing. And those cars were shit boxes, but very enticing. But like the reality of it, these are the real things. The admin stuff will cripple you if you don't do your homework on that. But I think it was a cool episode to talk about it, man, because we both do this shit. We've been doing it for a fucking long time. So hopefully it was a good talk. If we missed anything obvious, like let us know, dude.
Yeah, please do.
We'd love to hear. But I think it's time to move this freak show along. What do you say?
We should. Yes, and it's been a freaky one to boot. I'm ready to play a game. But we do have. I want to give. Hold on. Let me.
Oh, you're doing the quiz. I can introduce
I
the
am
game.
quizzing upon you,
Oh,
and I'm giving you a choice. Do you want
it's a lot of freedom.
pretty difficult or uh fire a rectile a rectal projectile into orbit level of difficulty?
I was like, fiery erectile dysfunction sounds like
Yeah.
sounds like a good time to me.
So yeah, it's like a post-punk debut album name.
I like I like
Extreme
the
difficult.
challenge. Frank, I'd like to work through that erectile fiery dysfunction. No, let's do
Exactly.
I want to do the medium heat, please. The
Medium
mild, if
heat.
you will.
Okay, it's definitely not mild. I think
Okay, medium. Let's do it. Let's
it's
fucking.
spicy or prolapsy, and
I've
so we'll
taken
just
a
go
couple.
regular spicy.
I think I've taken a couple L's lately, so I need some positive influence in my life.
Okay, so I'm gonna find that one. You tell the good people at home what the hell this is all talking about.
I'm
Spice levels.
semi-qualified to do that. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna embark together, guys, listeners. You're with us. This is our automotive print ad quiz game show. Frank today will be reading a advertisement for a specific make and model, usually featured in a printed publication of the period 80s, 90s to the mid 2000s. All fair game. He's going to read through that ad, omit anything that will give the car away. Sometimes he doesn't. We both trip up every once in a while. But I get 3 guesses to figure out what Frank is trying to describe. The fun in this game is that these print ads are not grounded in fucking reality. The further back we go, they tend to get even worse. Yes, 3 guesses. I have 10 minutes. Every time I fail, I can ask for help. He doesn't help me at all. He hates me. He wants me to struggle on the quiz. So don't listen to him. Yell at your computers, yell at your cars,
Yes.
yell at your loved ones. That's popular, right?
Yeah, it's making a comeback
I was
actually
gonna go
in our
dark
society.
there with like a Chris Benoit joke, but that might be too. Don't go that far.
No.
But yell at your whatever, and
God damn
play
it.
along at home. That was good, right?
Yeah. Don't go full Aaron Hernandez.
CT.
Yes.
But yeah, don't play along, please. It's a fun game. Frank, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay, this is an interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
It's maybe a 2-pager. It's hard to tell. It has the vehicle in question. It's I think it's illustrated. I don't think this is a photo. It looks like an illustration. The standard front, passenger side quarter angle, wheel tilted, stuff that we like. And really, it kind of just lists the standard options. That's the entire verbiage here. Like there's not a whole lot. There's not a whole flowery this or that.
Okay.
To start off, it does say blank does a number on the competition, $6,495, and then an asterisk. And then we have a list of standard options that are included in that price.
It does a number on the
blank does a number on the competition.
Number 2.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, we shitted on them.
Oh God.
Okay, and then the list of options, which are standard, are as follows: 4.2 liter 6-cylinder engine, standard. Halogen fog lamps, standard. Turbo cast 2 aluminum wheels, standard. Arriva steel belted radials, standard. I don't know who makes Arriva, but that's was a tire company apparently. Okay. Tachometer, standard. Rally gauges, oil pressure, ampere, vacuum, standard. Left and right remote sport mirrors, standard. Front and rear sway bars, standard. Sport leather wrapped steering wheel, standard. Electric clock, standard. Full center shift console with armrest, standard. Reclining bucket seats, standard. Split folding rear seat, standard. Front and rear bumper guards and Nerf strips, standard. Blackout GT appearance package, standard. Exclusive buyer protection plan, standard. Full 5-year no rust through warranty, standard.
No rust.
Zybart factory paint protection. Factory rust protection, standard. Price $6,495. Available at over 1,500 blank dealers nationwide. Wow. This price includes warranty. See your dealer. Trust the tough Americans to build in value. That's what you got to work with, my friend.
Bro, what was the motor again? Was it's
4.2 liter, 6-cylinder engine.
So it's not an Audi V8.
It is not
that price
no.
point.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So I knew it was American. We all knew it was American.
It tells you right there. Trust the tough Americans to build in value.
Rear seats, though.
It does have rear seats. They fold.
Folding rear seats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, like you said, I don't recognize that brand of tire at all, though. No. That's interesting.
No.
It felt like you read a Maroni sticker to me.
That's kind of what it is, yeah.
For an advertisement.
For a $6,500 car with a 4.2 liter 6-cylinder engine.
I mean, that's a
GT appearance package.
GT.
Fog lights.
Yeah. Who had a 4.2
TurboCast aluminum wheels?
TurboCast. I just don't. The 4.2 is an interesting displacement. I think Jeep had a 4.2. Who else had a 4.2? Are they the only ones with a 4.2? GT appearance package, though?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, could be. I feel like we're in the late 80s based on features, based on the tires. No one knows.
Advertising steel belted radials. No bias plies here.
Oh, we don't need that. Folding rear seat. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking SUV.
Okay.
Man, this could be American. Can we go with a 1988 Jeep Cherokee?
It is not a 1988 Jeep Cherokee.
Mm.
It is not a Jeep.
Okay.
However, you managed to get the motor right.
Okay.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's the inline 6, 4.2.
Yes. 4.2 inline
it's
6.
An interesting
not
displacement.
Jeep.
Yeah. So it could be in like a Dodge Chrysler product. Oh, no, it couldn't be. It could be. Did they shoehorn that thing into some AMC? No, this wouldn't have been. Maybe. Ooh. All right. So the engine's right. That's my hint.
Mm-hmm. The 4.26 cylinder is a 4.26 cylinder.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So well sometimes you just need to that reassurance is what gets you over the line.
Yes.
What am I missing? Was there anything? Could you read some of the highlights from your Maroni fucking list that I somehow forgot every detail?
Yeah, let's see what might give you
anything. Folding seats,
halogen fog lights, TurboCast aluminum wheels.
It's got GT trim.
GT blackout GT appearance package. Sport leather wrapped steering wheel, front and rear sway bars.
Oh. Okay.
Rally gauges, oil pressure, ampere vacuum. I'll give you this. It is not an SUV.
Yeah, it doesn't. No, now I'm thinking it over. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went. I think it was because of the Jeep motor, and I heard folding rear seats because I was like originally thinking like potentially a Wrangler, potentially a Comanche, but then you said folding rear seats and went, well, that's that. Okay. So car GT blackout package. Well, I don't know what they stuck this 4.2 in. They could have probably put in a bunch of stuff. I don't know why I went to like AMC Eagle stuff.
Sure.
I don't know why I went there. I don't think they had any GT stuff for them. They like, was it the SX4 was kind of their sportier looking, but it could be a Dodge, right? We could still be like, I don't know, Chrysler product. Good Lord.
Jesus.
We go down a rabbit hole. 4.2.
Not to be confused with the 4.0.
Yeah, right.
Different motor,
Different motor.
which was in the Cherokee.
Which was in the Cherokee. The 4.2 was the precursor to the 4.0.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. I don't know. I'm stalling on this one, man. I'm out of fuel.
Joseph.
4 liter or 4.2
4.2.
inline six GT blackout package.
Got them front and rear sway bars.
So that's extra sporty.
Sporty.
That thing ground to the ground.
It is.
Not a Toyota. Boy, we confirmed that it is a 4.2. Six cylinder,
Right
six pistons in there
as well.
Probably a crank. Boy, this is tough. GT. This is more than medium spice, I think.
I would say it's spicy. It's proper spicy.
Blackout GT trim. That's confusing. What kind of GTs do we talk about? I don't. But then again, it might be a trim level. It might not be an actual badge. So I don't want to get caught in that slippery slope. Rally gauges. That's so fucking Dodge, dude. Like that part, especially the spelling on that rally gauge. Why am I blanking on this?
It is Rally, Rally.
It is.
No
okay.
E there's no E behind the Y.
Okay. Fair enough. And it is the same 4.2. I don't know if Jeep or Chrysler or however how they do that. Whoever came up with the engine originally.
Sure.
Which division came up with it? I want to say it's something. It's not going to be like they didn't stick a 4.2 in like a Colt or anything.
That'd be rad.
That would be rad. It should be done actually. So it's something bigger. God, dude, I got nothing on this. This is way spicy. Let's
take a stab in the dark.
Could it be a Javelin? Final answer.
Ooh. The AMC Javelin was, I think, killed off in 78, 79. So I think earlier than that. I think 74 was the last year.
I thought it lingered longer.
No, and then you had things like the Matador or whatever, which went on. But no, that is a 70s product. I will say, you have the make correct. This is an AMC, which we've never done an AMC.
We didn't do an Eagle at all. Oh
no.
Oh boy. Okay, so AMC 4.2.
American Motor Company. Trust the tough Americans.
God, there's so many. There's some options here, though. I'm pretty sure there was more than one AMC model with that 4.2.
And I will give you this as well. This is a 2-door.
Can't be a pace. They did not drop that in a Pacer. Maybe. Gremlin? Maybe.
Last year, the Pacer.
Yeah, I think the Pacer and Gremlin are both 70s.
Yeah, I think the Pacer they killed off in
78?
79 or 80.
Okay. I mean, I got one guess left. 2-door, though. The Eagle is a 4-door. And it could be a wagon, if I remember correctly.
Well, there's a few different flavors of Eagle, yeah.
Yeah. But not a 2-door only is what you're saying, though, right? Just to clarify.
I believe, good question. The ad shows only a 2-door in the ad. I will put it that way.
So I'm going to put Eagle straight out of my head then. Oh, God, unless it's some weird variant that only came with 2 doors. He's got loopholes.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
God, I want to say, I said it already, the SX4 Eagle. You said fucking sway bars. I want to say that had suspension motor and a little lift.
It puts the lotion in the basket.
Am I up against time?
Yes. Yeah, you've got like a minute and a half.
God, it's gonna be something. All right, let's go. Fuck it. Can't be an Eagle Summit. Let's go AMC Eagle SX4. I don't feel good about it. I hate it. Final answer.
You are quite close, actually.
Mm.
It is not the AMC Eagle SX4, although it looks similar.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Can it be
1982 AMC Spirit GT,
dude? That's a 9.5 out of 10.
which is looks the same, right? It's a little hatchback, 4-liter rear drive only, not lifted.
Okay.
With like turbo look wheels. But it very much is like a not lifted, not off-road capable. I'm gonna send you a link to the ad. AMC Eagle. It's not an Eagle.
Ouch.
But it's you got as close to it as
I mean, I could offer some
things.
I mean, I got the engine right off the rip. It's just, that's a tricky period.
And it is tricky too, because so that's the AMC. The 4.2 is the AMC motor.
Mm-hmm.
The 4.0 was sort of an AMC, but it's really a Chrysler.
More Chrysler for sure. Oh yeah, no,
but it was developed.
It looks
off
a lot
of the
like an SX4 or like
it's
Eagle.
A lot like an SX4.
Yeah. Let me see if
because the SX4 was basically the Eagle, the sedan and wagon powertrain, 4-wheel drive system in this chassis in this.
Okay, guess what? They very much made the Eagle SX4 was a 2-door only.
The SX4 was a 2-door only, but the Eagle
was not.
And I think the Spirit, what I was unclear was the Spirit ever available in a 4-door?
Bro,
I don't think it was.
It looks exactly the same. Like the headlights. Yeah, it's 4 headlights.
It would be like an Impreza versus, or like a Legacy versus an Outback.
Yeah, I mean dude. I'll send you. Yeah, it's a little lifted. That might be the only
4-wheel drive. I think there were like trim differences.
Still,
and
but the body.
I think the Eagles and the SX4 you could only get with the 4.2, while the Spirit I think you can get like the 2.5 4-cylinder. And I think you can get something dumb, it's like some other, I don't know, awful motors that no one cared for. But yes, the Spirit GT, like the sports car offering.
I mean, it looks just like.
That's what happens when you trust the tough Americans. The tough Americans.
I was going to send you a picture of a red SX4 that looks exactly. Well, that's pretty ballpark, though. I mean,
no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got as close as you could without it.
Shit, dude, that was spicy, man. I'll have to go lick my wounds. Dan, I've been dropping the ball lately.
No, it's fine. That was a tough one. I told you it's proper spicy. I was actually trying to find a good AMC Eagle ad.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find one that was worth a damn.
They're
sucks. All like,
that's a goddamn shame.
The only hint would be like 4-wheel drive,
right? Yeah,
and that would be it. And it's yeah, so interesting. But yeah, that was no other AMCs we had. That was somehow the first AMC.
Damn.
Yeah, I thought would have done something. So, anywho, I have done nearly nothing.
Okay.
For Project Carness. How about you, sir?
Yeah,
that's my project. I'm just deferring. I'm punting.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take it for the team this time. We're running a bit long. PCP, Project Car Progress for me was vital fluids on the tracker, my friend. So
vital.
Oil change, easiest thing in the world on that little truck. Like everything else, just did some 5W30 fully synthetic Castrol in there. Happy little truck. MT90 in the trans, one of my favorite.
Love it.
Probably altogether favorite transmission fluids to put in vehicles.
What a thing! Like I just imagine like on a first date, like, so what's your favorite manual transmission fluid? You go in Pennzoil Synchro Mesh. You go MT80, you go in Redline. What are we
I'm walking out. She's like, oh, whatever, gear oil 7590. I'm like, I am leaving.
Flip the spread. Yeah.
So when I drained it, it was very fresh looking, but it smelled gear oil has that very distinct smell. And I'm like, fucking, this is quick lube gear oil. This is what they put in, like, because you don't know. They don't,
Mm-hmm.
you think those guys making minimum wage at those lube tech places are going to like Google the exact year of tracker and what manual
Right.
transmission it has? So it feels like it had, which you can run. These
Yeah.
technology from the time, not very demanding, right? You could put motor oil in a lot of these old transmissions. It'll run
Mm-hmm.
fine. And some actually do call for 5W30, 10W30
Mm-hmm.
oil.
Yeah.
But no, it was gear oil in it. So I put MT90, which is way closer to what it should have came with. So that'll help the transmission. It wasn't having any issues, but it's just peace of mind, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I do put 7590 redline in the rear diff, which was easy to replace too. Everything was gravity feedable, which is a big thing
Oh,
for me.
nice.
I don't have to
Have
get
to
out my
pump it in.
pumps and dirty the lines and everything. That can be a pain in the dick sometimes. But yeah, whenever you can gravity feed, cool, man. Go figure the 8-valve 4-cylinder vehicle with no options. Easy car to access everything. You could probably drop like a 12-inch wide tube through the hood there. There's so many gaps where you can see asphalt below you. But
Mm-hmm.
doing those fluids, super straightforward.
How close
I
are
don't
you
know.
on that car? Like, what do you have to do left?
So I am in the brakes. I did the brakes. So the last things are like, well, they're kind of big. Exterior and interior. The interior
Sure.
is really easy. Refresh. Exterior is full. Bring the paint back. That's always time consuming, dude,
Lot of
and
rubbing
painful. New roof, that can be a pain in the dick too. They're really
Mhm.
not easy to do. And then on top of that, I do have that speedometer making an awful noise.
Mm.
So replacing that cable, trying to grease it up, taking all that stuff. You know how much I love removing an instrument cluster,
Mhm.
but it's really just that stuff. Oh, new windshield.
Oh, nice.
Potentially
Okay.
I'll save that for a future PCP then. But yeah, that stuff is there. So I'm getting there. It's just time, dude. I just don't get the fucking time I need to go out
Nope.
there and do it. But it's getting
Nope.
there. The truck is so good, dude. It's so good. But yeah, fluids are big, man. I think a lot of times it's easy to skip on those things. Like do an oil change, like, oh, I'm good enough, but that transmission fluid is the original, or like,
Yeah, just mud comes out.
or the wrong fluid, right? Altogether.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. So that's what I did. Didn't take
Sweet.
too much time. Pretty straightforward.
Very good. Okay. Well, I think we've taken up far too much time. Not of
Shut
ours,
it.
because our time, your turn, my time, completely worthless.
Absolutely.
But the good
worthless.
listeners, we value your time, so we're not going to ramble on. That's
Mhm.
a lie.
This guy.
Let's just end it. Let's pull the ripcord. But thank you for burning that valuable time with us.
Mhm.
Do all the things. Right? There's like, you can rate us allegedly. You can berate us. So go to our Instagram and send us warm or awful messages. Do not send us revenge porn. Please. I don't know how many times we have to say this. Don't do it. Which means that, like, if you're gonna send us nudes, they have to be your own, right?
Mhm.
It's like copyrighted material, kind of. Like, you don't just like sell other people's copyrighted material. You only get high on your own supply.
This is all coming off of we're not going to rant or
yeah. And also check us out on YouTube, where we won't show really any sort of porn. Strictly, we're not allowed to. That's the only reason why we won't. But go see us not show porn on YouTube if you're already watching. Hi. Otherwise, if you want to follow my endeavors, which are far more innocent than this last talking point would have you think, I'm at the Photographer's Garage. Mr. Atkinson, where can you be stalked digitally?
Yeah, no, please go check out Frank's photography. It's awesome. If you are selling a car, I can't recommend a better photographer. So seek this man out. Good luck getting on a schedule. You got to be a VIP to edge your way in there, edge alert your way in there. Mm-hmm. Myself, Auto Obscure Garage on the tubes. What do I do? Rescues, restorations, reviews, that kind of shit. Tracker content is what we're doing right now. That is the soup of the day, if you will. Yeah, big. Is there anything as a big track? Maybe a 4-door later model Chevy Tracker.
Are you tracker pilled? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, dude.
Tracker
gas station tracker. But anyway, we will catch you guys in a week. We'll catch you guys in a week.
Let's do that. Right. Well, maybe next episode we'll talk about gas station drugs. So we should do that.
We should do the episode on gas station drugs. Okay.
On that note,
love you guys. Bye.
Rhino 5000. Goodbye.
Stay safe.